Here with trainer Marc Farrait. How's it going, Marc?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Really, really big fight. Your fighter Edgar Berlanga facing Saul Canelo Alvarez. How you feeling about that?
It's a great opportunity, to go up against a great fighter, a great team, and we're preparing, to put on a great show, and let's see what happens.
This is a fight that y'all wanted for some time now. What do y'all see that gives Edgar the chance at a guy with like 65, 66 fights?
Well, first of all, you're talking about Canelo. Canelo's a great, right? So, I don't know. What did the other great fighters see in him and came up short? Everybody has their own way of preparing for a fight. For us, we're not going to say anything right now, but we're getting ready for a war. So the day of the fight, man, everything changes, First hit, first shot, first big shot. Some guys just forget, what they need to do anyway. But we see that this is Edgar's shot. This is Edgar's chance. He's young. Other great fighters had the opportunity, right? They've all been sitting where Edgar sits, and we're going to work really hard to come out victorious. We know there's a huge task in front of us. There's no hiding that. I'm not going to sit here and say, we're coming to do this, to do that. But we're coming to fight, and we're coming to win.
How do you feel when the detractors say that Edgar Berlanga isn't ready?
Well, first they said he fought taxi cab drivers, right? And now he's fighting Canelo. So what is it? 6 one way, 6 the other way. So I don't pay attention to social media. I don't, most of the people in social media haven't been punched in the face. So to say he's not ready is it's an understatement. We will be ready, and the world will see September 14th.
In the amateurs, pure boxing. First 16 fights in the pros, pure puncher. Last 2 or 3 fights, we're starting to see the marriage between the two styles. Is that the goal, to blend them all?
Yes, and try to control all aspects of the fight, That's give or take, whether extract, expand, expand, extract. It's just, it's going to be a beautiful dance, right? So boxing, if you reach that level, is dancing. Can you dance with your partner, So it's going to be a great, great fight. And we just seen a little bit of him the last 2 fights. This is the fight that even I'll see special things, There's things that I'll see for the first time. And I think great nights like that against a great warrior brings out special things and special fighters, So we're just going to give it our all, and let's see what happens.
How do you game plan for a fighter of Canelo's caliber? Are you looking at the last couple of fights, or you want to look at like his whole entire, championship run for strengths and weaknesses?
Well, you got to look at all, because if you concentrate on the last 3, then you're a fool, right? Because you don't know what he's going to bring. He's a great fighter. He's a legend, right? So you can prepare for the way he fought Carlo, the way he fought Munguia, and then he'll give you something totally different, How many times we've seen Canelo stand in the corner? So you just got to be ready for any surprises, So we just prepare for a little bit of mixture of everything. Triple G, see what he did with Floyd, see just everything together, man. You got to look at his body of work, So that's what we're preparing for.
Have we seen the best Edgar Berlanga yet?
No, September 14th we will.
So is it these kind of fights that bring? Because most fighters have layers. They only bring certain tools out when they have to.
It ain't these kind of fights. This is the fight. It ain't these kind of fights. They are world champions, and but these guys, guys like Canelo and Crawford, those guys are great and they're legends. So it ain't these types. It's the fight. It's got to bring the best out of him. It's got to bring something that we've never seen before. And he'll answer everybody's question on September 14th. It's who he wants to wake up being September 15th. It's just preparing for a great fight.
How does the Puerto Rican-Mexican rivalry play into this fight?
History. It goes back to Salvador Sanchez and Alfredo Gomez. just goes on and on. It goes back to Canelo and Cotto. You know, it's always been Mexico and Puerto Rico have put on great fights, warrior fights, big fights. So this will be nothing short of great.
If successful, could we possibly see Edgar headlining in San Juan, or because I know Matias was just down in Manatee?
He will be successful, and there'll definitely be a rematch. So maybe we'll be able to call the shots and be in Puerto Rico. You know?
I would love
maybe
it.
we fight on Puerto Rican Day Parade. That's what we're pushing for. You know, the torch being passed, and people don't see it, right? And that's what makes it so great. You know, that people don't pick you in the fight, which is even better for me in preparation. So gives, you know, more wood to the fire.
As far as you go, right, is there any added pressure going into this fight, being that, like you said, this is the fight and you are the guy that has to curate the game plan?
None, no pressure. No pressure. You just know that you're going up against a great team. Makes you work harder. Makes you study longer. You know, push you in the lab a lot longer. You know, and I am no fool. I know I'm going up against a legend and his team. So I got to bring everything out of me to make sure he's ready and he shocks the world September 14th.
Last question for me. You got two fighters that I'm really excited about. Najee Lopez and Darrell Valsaint, man. Two guys that's flying under the radar, but I think it's going to be in the conversation in a year or two. What can we expect from them next?
Superstardom, man. You know, I'm putting stardom on Darrell Valsaint last, and Najee Lopez. We're going to start as well, man. Those two guys are special, man. You know, they train along with Edgar, and you're going to be hearing about them very, very soon next year, too. Those guys are very, very special. Both superstars.
Yo, they are the reason why I got this year subscription to Pro Box. Yo. Pro Box, great fights.
TV, man. Great fights. Gary Jones is doing a great job at Pro Box, man. And also with Najee and Blash, you know. He's moving them the right way, along with the Valles. We got two young Valles.
Oh,
very,
yeah.
Very, very good young fighters, man.
Real big, strong kids.
Big, strong, and you're going to be hearing about them as well. Those guys are going to be superstars as well.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you.